Leagues number 4, Trailblazer Reloaded. It's been out for a minute now, and you knew we just had to make a League video at some point. I haven't put anything out in a little while. Why? It's because I've been playing, dog. Everyone's been playing, but at this point, a lot of people are starting to migrate back into the main game. You know, if you didn't partake in leagues or you somehow live under a rock and don't know what's up, it's crazy juiced XP rates, it's insane drop rates, it's game-breaking buffs that just give you ridiculous amounts of power. In a game that's already like doing drugs, it's essentially super crack. But as with anyone who does crack for the better part of a month straight, I am starting to feel the effects, and I'm getting worried that my neglect of my physical health may ultimately lead to my death. So I decided I'd make a video again. A lot of people have done different progress videos, strategies on how they're doing their builds. This isn't any of that. This is a quick analysis of how you're going to feel as you go through playing leagues. So if you're one of the 6 people in the world that 3 weeks after release still hasn't started yet, but you plan on getting going, I guarantee you're going to go through each of these 5 stages at some point in your league's journey. If you've already done leagues, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, the first thing you're going to feel when you log onto your league's account is pure infatuation. And really the first thing you're going to feel is pure confusion because they throw about 20,000 data points at you. You're not going to read any of it. Click through it. You're going to be able to choose your first relic at the end of all that bullshit. One of 3 insanely overpowered options that supercharge either your gathering, your production, or your third set of things that it's Trickster. Trickster's the third one. Now, your action when you first log in is going to be driven off of which choice you make here. I went for production, so my first move was to go straight to Lumberage Cow Field and try and get a full inventory of beef so I could cook it all at once in a single tick and check out that sweet, sweet XP drop. As you go through, you'll explore, attack things, just marvel at that. Boom, 320 defense off of a goblin. It's ridiculous. You pickpocket, you get insane XP. You bury your bones and you get reasonable prayer XP. You're like a kid in a candy store here. Nothing could be better. And this will last for about 20 minutes. Alright, so you've been dicking around for a few minutes. You're in love with the boosted XP rates in leagues. You love that relic you have. And now you want to get your hands on more. And you want to unlock the additional areas. So naturally, you're going to turn your attention to the task list and enter in phase 2 of playing leagues, the Grind Fest. Now here we're going to look through the task list and identify what we think we could do pretty easily. Here's a nice one, right? Steal from the Varrock tea stall. Simple enough, but shit, while we're up there, there's an agility course we could do. We could pet the stray dog. We could do the quiz. Kill a dark wizard. It's wild. My mind's going in a million different directions. This is what it's like to be a schizophrenic. At least I assume. I don't have any first-hand experience there. The other dude does, but he doesn't come around too much anymore. Regardless, though, you're going to want to pick out a few tasks here. Now, maybe pick out even an elite somewhere. That could be kind of your stretch goal. You can make steady progress to it over time and then ultimately abandon it right at the end, just before you get there. That's usually how I made my progress while I was playing this league. And you're going to love this phase. Tasks are going to be completing left and right. Your eyes are going to glaze over. You're going to be in the zone. And naturally, it'll ultimately lead you into phase 3. Now, once you hit about tier 4, you've really been crushing it with the grinding. And you're finally going to get to select your combat style relic. This is going to make you fall in love with leagues all over again. And it's going to push you into an entirely new realm, past grinding, where you'll start to ask yourself questions about how you could earn more league points, not just by doing more tasks in-game, but by modifying your behavior out of game. Now, this is key. You'll start seeing opportunities in your head, like, if I just forsake my relationship with friends and family, I could easily earn several thousand more league points a day, or the big Mac Daddy here, unemployment. Just imagine, if you weren't working, you could hit that tier 8 so quick. Now, people in your life might say, hey, you're spending a lot of awful time on that weird medieval game you play. Are you good? Those are exactly the people you need to cut out. If ever there is doubt in your mind about if you're doing the right thing here, remember, this is for an 8-week temporary game mode in a point-and-click game from 2001. That'll give you your answer right there. Easy worth it. This is where you truly blossom into the scaper you were born to be. I believe in you. Find those things you could cut out in life to hit that tier 8, to reach Dragon Cup. No problem. I'll see you on the victor's podium, King. Congratulations. You've reached the most difficult point of leagues, and now you get to, as they say, play the game. But there's a bit of trouble with that. There's so many things that you can do so quickly now that it becomes hard to figure out what you even want to do. And there's a task for everything. You know, you might want to say, go do a little bandos like I'm doing now, but then you get 5 kill count and you don't get a drop, and you think, what the fuck, man? I thought this was leagues. I should be getting these all the time. And this is the point where you realize that, unfortunately, 5x drop rate does not mean quite the same thing as 1000x drop rate, which is what you really wanted all along. You're no longer getting the same kind of satisfaction. It feels like the same grind as the main game, but simply accelerated, and you're just looking for a purpose at this point. You don't know what you want. You just want to enjoy the game like you were a few weeks ago. You've gotten rid of all of your interpersonal relationships, so you're ready to go, but you're just not quite sure what exactly it is you need to get you back going again. You are in stage 4, aimlessness. Okay, so you've pushed through your aimlessness for a little while. Maybe you've done a little bit of bossing here and there, even picked up a few cool drops with this boosted rate. I myself managed to land a Fang on my second raid and a Torva plate body on 3 next kill count. But, face it, no relic to go for, no tier 9, and me not being crazy enough to try and get down the Dragon Cup. What am I really gonna do? Eventually, you're gonna hit some kind of wall that's gonna break you. Now, strangely enough, for me, this has been Barrows. It's a traditionally pretty easy boss encounter, and all I want from here is the Darok's Great Axe. Man, I just want to throw on that Darok, one hit everything, not worry about dying because of my retribution, get a higher hit with my low HP Darok plus Berserker. Oh, it'd be insane, dude. I want it. But when you've done 225 Barrows chests in leagues, yes, you can teleport straight to the chest, which is sick, and you kill the brothers way faster, so it all gets done quicker, but you're still going to get disillusioned with it, right? And that's kind of part of the issue with leagues, and the true brilliance of the main game is that things happen slowly enough that you don't even realize what you're throwing away your time on. That's your gold mine, Jagex. Don't forget it. Ultimately, you will enter stage 5, disillusionment and abandonment of leagues. Now, I might be in here a little bit here and there. You can come check it out, see if I'm streaming, little plug. Other than that, though, this has been my experience with leagues. I hope you enjoyed this not at all depressing and highly motivating video. I appreciate you watching, as always. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you're enjoying leagues or the main game or whatever you're getting up to. Just remember, chop off those personal relationships.